Now, the other big story of the week, and this looks like it will affect SummerSlam, unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on whether or not you're a fan of Triple H. News came out this week that WWE apparently did not want to get out, but, you know, in the age of the internet, these things have a funny way of happening. The story goes a little like this. I know we posted it on the website a little earlier in the week. Pitcher for the Toronto Blue Jays baseball team. A lot of sports talk this week. Dirk Hayhurst, and I'm a baseball fan. I've never heard of this fucking guy before, but this pitcher for the Blue Jays, I guess, is rehabbing an injury. He was at a rehabilitation facility or a hospital. I don't know, but apparently he just so happened to see Triple H either being wheeled into the same room for physical therapy or recuperation, whatever it was. And he had found out that Triple H had just undergone some sort of operation. This was earlier in the week. He tweeted about it. I think later on he felt really bad because he realized he probably shouldn't have said that. He took the tweets down. But you can't undo what you've already done. The news is out there. As best as we can surmise, Triple H underwent some sort of surgery for a torn tendon in his arm. Which arm, I don't know. I'm not even 100% sure how or when the injury was sustained. I would guess it was likely during the filming of his latest WWE film. I don't know if the Chaperone is a comedy that he was either filming or just recently wrapped up and he was working on a different movie. But nevertheless, that's really what he's been doing of late, is doing some filming. And the safe bet was that he was going to be back on television probably either at or after the Money in the Bank pay-per-view and colliding with Sheamus in a match for the WWE Championship at SummerSlam, which, look, I don't need to see Triple H wrestling for the WWE title, but it does make sense. You know, him and Sheamus were involved in a feud. He beat Sheamus at WrestleMania. Sheamus came back and beat him in a street fight at the Extreme Rules pay-per-view in April. We haven't seen Triple H since. He comes back, wants revenge, likely wins the title. I would guess that it makes sense. I can't say that I'm terribly disappointed if Triple H is unable to compete at SummerSlam. I don't want to see people get hurt. But the belief is that if, in fact, he did have this surgery, he's not going to be able to be back in time for SummerSlam. If he is, it's quite a risk to be taking, especially with a guy who's injury-prone. Let's be honest, that's Triple H. He's had so many different muscle tears and tendon tears and torn quads and this and that over the years that, look, I'm not going to say that, I'm not going to speculate on why. I think we could all figure out why that is. People's muscles and tendons and whatnot are not meant to tear over and over again like that. And I'll leave it at that. The fact is, Triple H may well be out for a couple of more months. How long, we don't yet know. A guy like Triple H, knowing him, he'd probably want to come back as quickly as possible, even if he wasn't 100% healed. I just don't see how, if this is all true, and WWE has not confirmed it yet, but if it is true, I don't see how he makes it back in time, especially for a main event match at SummerSlam. If you're going to put him in a title match, you need to know that he's going to be ready for that pay-per-view, and I just don't think that he's going to be. So that's where things stand as far as Triple H is concerned. Horrible timing. But then again, if Triple H needs to take some more time off and doesn't get to main event SummerSlam, maybe somebody else will. Hopefully not John Cena. Maybe they'll give it to somebody else. But we'll see.